The Pagani Design PD1717 is one of those rare budget watches that instantly feels more considered than its price suggests. It's a nod to vintage pilot and field watch designs, yet it has enough modern touches to feel versatile and contemporary. At under $70, it's one of those watches you can wear almost anywhere. At work, casually on weekends, or even on a strap swap to dress it up, and it still feels like it belongs. But this watch for 55 bucks, it's not just the quality materials, it's the refinement, which is really good for such a low price. Anyways, the link to the watch is in the description below the video. Check it out if you're after a sharp price. And now let's get into a full and comprehensive review of the PD1717. Let's start with the dimensions, because that's where the appeal really begins. The case measures 38 millimeters in diameter, making it a very wearable size for just about any wrist. The lug-to-lug length is 46.2 millimeters, keeping it compact and wrist-friendly, while the thickness comes in at 13 millimeters, which includes the dome sapphire crystal on top. The lug width is a classic 20 millimeters, so finding alternative straps is easy, and it tapers gently to the clasp for better comfort. All these numbers combine into a piece that wears small enough to feel vintage inspired, but still has enough wrist presence to avoid looking undersized. On the wrist, it really does sit beautifully. The downward curving lugs hug the wrist naturally, and there's no overhang even on smaller wrists. Despite the modest case size, the presence is enhanced by the clean dial and finishing choices. The case design is interesting. There's a nice combination of brushed and polished surfaces that play with the light. The sides of the case have a fine linear brushing that gives it a tool watch feel, while the beveled edges and lug tops get polished accents that add refinement. It's this contrast that makes the PD1717 feel like it belongs in a higher price bracket. On the right-hand side, you have a screw-down crown that feels solid and secure. It's neatly signed with the Pagani Design logo and has precise, notchy threading when you operate it. Flip the watch over and you'll find a solid, fluted screw-down case back engraved with the specs. It's simple, flat for comfort, and gives the watch a surprising 200 meters of water resistance, which is excellent for something that leans more toward a dressy, everyday piece than a full-on diver. Then there's the bracelet. It's a 3-link stainless steel bracelet that's surprisingly comfortable for this price range. The brushed outer links and polished center links give it some visual variety without looking too flashy. What I really like is the inverted end links. They let the bracelet articulate more naturally and reduce the effective wrist span, making it even more compact. The clasp is milled, signed, and offers micro adjustments for dialing in the fit. The tolerances are good for the money. Articulation is smooth, with no excessive rattle, though, like most watches at this tier, it uses push pins rather than screws for sizing. Up top, the dome sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating gives the watch a high-end look. It has just enough dome to create a little distortion at the edges, adding to the vintage charm, but the AR coating ensures the dial remains crisp and legible at all angles. Speaking of the dial, it's easily the highlight. The sunburst aqua blue dial has depth and character, shifting between bright turquoise and darker blue hues depending on the light. And above each numeral, you'll notice subtle diamond-shaped markers that catch the light. The numerals themselves are clean and sharp, printed in white with a chrome outline, giving them definition without being overdone. The handset is well chosen, slim, chrome-edged. The lume here is decent, bright at first, but like most Pagani models, it fades after a couple of hours. It's enough to check the time in the dark, but not the kind of full-night glow you'd find on a higher-end tool watch. At the heart of the PD1717 is the Seiko NH35 automatic movement, which is one of the most trusted budget mechanical movements available. It hacks, hand winds, and beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour, giving you a smooth 6 tick per second sweep. It's durable, reliable, and easy to service. With around 41 to 42 hours of power reserve, it's perfect for a daily wearer in this category. All of this adds up to a watch that feels much more versatile than the spec sheet might suggest. You're getting solid stainless steel construction, sapphire crystal, 200 meters of water resistance, a reliable Japanese automatic movement, and a size that works on virtually any wrist. All for about $65. Anyways, thank you for watching this review. Hopefully you found it useful. The link to the watch is in the description below the video. Check out that link if you're after a sharp price. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.